In this tutorial, I'm going to share how you can do a test cut on your machine. And sometimes this is very necessary if you want to test out your blade to make sure that it's going to do a successful cut, but you don't want to waste a ton of material testing it out. So what you're going to need is just a tiny piece of material. You're going to need your weeding tool, and then you'll possibly need some pair of scissors. You're also going to need the machine that you're testing on, and then a mat. All right, I'm going to show you in Design Space how I create a tiny little test cut and how I test my machine.
Okay, in Design Space, what you're going to do is just create a basic shape to do your test cut. This is a great way to test your material without wasting a lot of material. I'm going to select a circle, and then I'm going to size that down to just about an inch. And then I'll make this bigger so that you can see, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the machine that I am testing on, so I'm going to be testing on the Joy, and I'm going to select Make It. Because I am technically going to be doing a iron-on test, I'm going to always mirror my image, even though it's a circle, and click Continue. I'm going to browse all materials, and for this particular test cut, what I am testing is that the everyday iron-on setting will work for foil iron-on as well, because I do not see a foil iron-on setting for the Cricut Joy. So my particular test is just making sure that the everyday iron-on setting will do a successful cut with foil iron-on. So I'm going to select the setting that I'm testing, click Done, I'll load my mat and get it tested.
Okay, so I went ahead and loaded my tiny piece of material, shiny side down, on my mat. This is a good way to use scrap material if you need to do little tests on your machine. And now my machine is just doing the little cut to test it out. I'm going to unload the machine, and how I will double check it is I will try to weed it out to make sure that it worked. So I'm going to go ahead, snip my extras off in case I need to do any additional tests. I'll grab my weeding tool and I will weed it out. And it looks like that was a perfect cut. So I was able to test my machine while using very little material. This is a wonderful way to make sure that your blade is doing a good cut. It's also a wonderful way to make sure that machine settings match the material selection that you are using. And it's a great way just to not waste a bunch of material when you want to just test out a cut. All right, everyone, I hope this was helpful, and I will see you all in the next video.